Hi, you're looking at me and looking at Mr. and our friend. Do you know his name? Do you remember his name? This boy has been with us 2 weeks. Is our friend. Yes, now we have very good friends in year 2. Yes. Are you happy, Tino? Oh, Tino is very happy because we have now good friends and you are our friends. I want to say hello to all my friends there who are watching us in front of us. Yes. How have you been? Have you been good? Have you been okay? How have you been in this quarantine? How have you been in this difficult moments, but very happy moments because we are in family? Remember, clean your hands, wash your hands, and always stay safe. Yes, today's story is about the sea. Do you like the sea? Yes? When was the last time you went to the sea? Tino, when was the last time you went to the sea? Many years ago. Really? Were you there with your family? Yes, I was there with my family. Oh, he was there with his family. Oh, good. What was your favorite animal, Tino? Could you share with them what was your favorite animal? My favorite animal is dolphin. Oh yes, dolphins are mine too. Okay, Tino. And what story we are going to read today? Today we're going to read Down to the Sea. That's right, Down to the Sea. Mr. Maggie and his little dog Dee loved spending time in the boats on the sea. So early one morning at 6:32, they made a decision. That's just what they'd do. Ooh, what decision they do? Let's see. What do you think, Tino? I don't know. Oh, we're going to find out. Right after breakfast, Maggie packed lunch, sandwiches, carrots, a thermos of punch, a big box of raisins, some sweets, pickled beets, chocolate chips, cookies, and crunchy dog treats. With plans for the day and enough lunch for three, sorry. They hopped in the car and drove down the sea. Wow, they hopped in the car and drove down the sea. Wow, that's a good idea. That's a good plan to go in family. Not these days, but maybe this summer, this holiday, right? This vacation that we're going to be in the middle of the year. Yes, that's a good idea. The pair left the dock at 7 o'clock and motored their way around the Eagle Egg Rock. They passed by the lighthouse and by the old wreck with Maggie at the wheel and Dee on the deck. They suddenly spied off the bow to the east a big pod of whales. There were 50 at least splashing about in the bright morning sun, feasting on shrimp and sardines by the ton. But one little whale who had eaten his fill, munching on minnows and plankton and krill, was bored with his breakfast, and since he was through, he swam off in search of something to do. Yes, no problem. It's not going to be something bad. Look, I don't know if you see the whale behind that is under the boat. Did you see it? Yes. All right. Now Dee and Maggie, in their boat on the bay, didn't notice the whale that was heading their way. They were watching the other whale put on a show, and soon the young whale was directly below. Oh, it's very big. Did you know that the whale is the biggest mammal sea in the world? Yes, it is one of the biggest. From under the sea, the little whale spied Maggie and Dee's boats, but not them inside. Wow, look at that picture! He longed for adventure. He wanted to play, so he pumped at the boat in the most friendly way. Boop, boop, boop. Then the whale placed his blowhole directly below, and ever so gently he started to blow. Maggie saw the bubbles. He felt the boat sway. Then up the boat went on a fountain of splish. Higher and higher the little boat flew, as harder and harder the little whale blew. Then the whale blew a blast as hard as he could, much harder, in fact, than a little whale should. And that final blast blew the boat up in the sky, first 30, then 40, then 50 feet high. Wow! The boat kept on racing, but it didn't stop there. Wind hit it hard and it flew through the air. Then Maggie sailed over the sea, when all of a sudden they got stuck in a tree. Wow! So there they were, stranded, Maggie and his pup, in the top of a spruce, 60-something feet up. Wow! From their perch in the sky, the two watched in dismay as the whale far below swam swiftly away. Maggie was downhearted. Just what could he do? They seemed hopelessly stuck, but little Dee knew the secret to get the boat safely unpinned was to rock back and forth and wait for the wind. So they rocked, and an hour or so. But the boat didn't budge 'cause the wind didn't blow. Just when they thought they'd be stuck there all night, they spotted, far off, a spectacular sight. Wow, lucky. They are very lucky, right, Tino? Yes! Away in the distance, across the blue bay, the whales, all 50, were heading their way. They swam through the water in one long straight row and gathered round the small island below. Maggie looked down at the circle of whales surrounding the island and raising their tails. He felt a bit nervous, a little bit tense, when all of a sudden it made a perfect sense. "They're trying to save us. They're trying to save us," he shouted with glee. "Hold on, Dee, hold on," as tight as can be. Their tails slapped down and thunderous crash, which in turn created a super high splash that covered the island and raced up the tree and dislodged the boat and set them both free. Dee was so happy she let out a yelp. Maggie tipped his hat to the whales from their help. "Thank you, my friend, for saving the day." Then they all waved goodbye, and the whales swam away. On the way home, little Dee had a thought. What about all of the food they had brought? In all the excitement, they ate not a bite, so they saved it and had it for dinner that night. Oh, that was awesome. That was a crazy story, right? Yes, it was a fantastic story. Thank you, Chris Van Dusen, because she was the writer of this fantastic story. What do you think, Tino? Did you like it? Yes, I like it a lot. Oh, I hope you like it, Tino. Yes, I liked it a lot, especially the part of the dinosaur when they blow out. Yes, that was a really good story, Tino. Thank you for sharing your best part of the story. Okay, boys and girls, see you next time, and I hope you like the story. Tell us about something you liked it. All right? Bye-bye, and see you next time.